Hey guys, welcome back to the channel today, and we're gonna just kind of work with what we got. I'm waiting on parts, but I do got some wiring up to do and a couple of odds and ends stuff that we can take care of the Humvee. So let's get started.
I just gave this thing a rinse, covered in pollen, so it looks a lot better.
Let's soak it inside and out.
Find out this rattle underneath. Somewhere there it is. Here's the exhaust. I think this is it right here. This heat shield. I think that's the culprit. There's the transfer case. There's this one. It's fitting right. Oh my god, look, that's so close. I think we're just gonna take it off and remove it. All right, guys, it's out. Took off. There's a little strap that goes around the resonator here, and then there's a little clamp right here, and then there's two nuts right here and right here, and there you go. That thing was rattling like crazy once I started wiggling around. So it's off. I mean, it's not gonna get that stinking hot back here anyway. All the airflow and everything. It's good. It's not like there's, I mean, you got the wires right here for the transfer case. They'll be fine. So, let's see if this makes a difference. The rattle is gone back there. All right, so what I'm doing right now, I've got some Rust-Oleum flat black in a oil-based can. And it's a little paintbrush. And I go around and hit the, because I didn't remove like the, you know, the windshield wipers thing and all that. And I go back through and touch it up because it had overspray green all over it too. So what I do is just go in here and touch up where it's all green. I think you can see right in here. It's all green still and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and touch all that stuff up with this can. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull these lights, drill holes in the back of the housing, and go ahead and start running the wires for the halos. Okay, I'm gonna put my hole right in the center. That's hard to see. All right, there's the hole right there, right in the middle. Okay, so I got two wires ran in here. I got a red one and a black one, and the black one just fell out. Hey, Maddox. All right, just for my purposes for this, the red wire is gonna go to my red wire for the halo. The green wire is gonna be the black wire. And I'm gonna run this side, I'm gonna jump it over to the other headlight, and then take it on back. Okay, so red to red, black to green. That's what I'm using. to the driver's side. All right, let's go ahead and drill the second hole. Some back through here, enough to hook up the butt connector, cut it, bring the red wire back through this hole, and that'll be the run into the switch. And after that, we'll clean all this up. We'll put it in some like wire mesh, go ahead and zip tie it up there to that other existing wiring harness. Let's get to it. All right, so I don't have excess wire back in here because I can't stand wasting wire. I'm gonna go ahead and start running it from that side over here and this right here, okay? I'm gonna zip tie it on the existing one. Feed it all the way through, and then we'll start heading back out. All right, guys, there it is. That's just the wires coming from passenger side over to the driver's side, and they're just sitting in there in the headlight. Then I'm gonna run 2 more wires in, and those will be the ones that are gonna be going to the switches. All right. So I've got 2 red wires and 2 black wires put in here. Again, we get the wire coming from the passenger side going in. They both connect there inside that one, and then they're gonna go back out. So this is the ones to the switch. Green wire halo, red wire halo. And remember, those are both 12-volt power sources. All right, so I got the wires just stretched out on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and run them in the sleeve, and we'll start routing them from there. So that's all of that one piece of sleeve here. So I'm gonna do, I'm gonna follow this wire line right here. Let me go down here real quick. All right, so I think I'm gonna follow this harness right here, and then I'm gonna jump over and find this one right here, and I'm gonna follow it all the way back under here, and I can route it under the truck. Just put some clear silicone right here to seal this hole up, so nothing will get in there. Well, this old tube had a blowout. Oh well. So I got some there. And I got a nice wad right there. All right, I went ahead and popped the power transmission fluid out of here and just made sure it was topped off, and it was, I mean, just a hair low, so I just went ahead and threw some in there. Dextron 3, baby. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, so these are the main power that's coming from the 12-volt sources up here, right? So what I'm gonna do is jump these together, and I'm going to make a main on-off switch, because I don't want this on with power all the time. It needs to have a main switch. So I don't want a dead battery. So what I'm gonna do is wire all these to this first switch right here. And this switch is gonna become my main on-off. So when I jump in the Hummer, be like, bam, all my stuff comes on and it's ready to go. And then all these will perform their function. So that's the plan. I'm getting to it. Okay guys, this is what I've done. I've changed what I was gonna do. I was gonna make this switch a main on and off, and I'm not gonna do that because I'm actually gonna need it for stuff that I'm gonna use on the vehicle. So what I've done, I have this old switch right here. It's just a regular on-off switch. It's got 4 prongs on the back, I only need 2, but it's gonna be my main switch because I don't want power running to this all the time. And on YouTube and everything else, everybody has power and they don't tell you how to make a main on-off switch. So from the very end of all my power wires that run out, the very farthest one, you just gotta make a break in it somewhere, and that's where my switch is gonna be. So what I'm doing, I'll show you. There's my negative. I'm using this old ATV battery here. Bam, there's nothing going on. Flip the switch. Up, we have power. And it's the lower dash lights lit up. That's these little buttons down here. I just don't want my battery drained all the time. So you can see here, they all work. I wanted that extra switch, so I'm gonna need it. So this switch right here is gonna be my main on and off over here. I'm gonna have to mount it somewhere in the vehicle. I'm gonna drill a hole or do something and place it to where I know that's my main on and off. There you have it. But what I've done here, this is going to be my main on-off switch for the switch gang. And this is where I'm gonna install it. It's right here by the regular light switch. Go boom, click on the lights, turn on the gang. That's all you gotta do. It's actually really difficult to cut this out. I've had to use the drill. My Dremel's even too big. Like, I'd rather cut out a hole that size than a hole this size. It's kind of ridiculous. But I got a little bit more trimming in there, and then I'll be able to get this all the way on the dash. Run it through this power cord, down through the body, up through the dash, into the switch. And then from that switch, it's going to go back over to the battery for this. Okay, so what this basically is, you'll set your fuses in here of whatever you want them to be. This is your hot, this is all 12 volt coming out. And up here, this is all the negative bus, okay? And then you've got your main negative right here at the top and main positive. So this one on the bottom and this one at the top will go directly to one of your batteries. There is one battery I'm going to do a little research to determine which one gets from the generator will get charged up the fastest. I would rather use that one than the other one, so I guess still got to do some research on that. However, this thing right here on the boat was freaking amazing, and this thing is going to do the same for here. And it's a whole lot safer. You don't got 9 million wires coming to one of these terminals. So if you got your own fuse, because the only thing that is fused, let me go back here to the switch gang. The only thing that has a fuse is the top 4. You got the meter, the cigarette lighter, the USB, and the 12 volt charger system. Basically another cigarette lighter. So those are the only things that have fuses on them. The rest of the wires do not have fuses. So this is a great way to have a fuse for light bars, reverse lights, you name it. It's gonna have side lights. This thing is gonna be amazing and extremely useful. And I think I'm going to mount it on this back wall right here, down here on the bottom. So we'll see. I may even mount it straight down. I'm just gonna have to do a little playing around with that. But this thing right here is awesome. It was $42 shipped, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 12 positives, 12 negatives. So man, you can't beat it. For the security and not burning your freaking Humvee down over some wiring, it's gonna be pretty good. What is it, Nola? Nola.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. If you like the content on the channel, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I love all your comments. Y'all are outstanding. Till next time.